Hey, welcome to Chaplain's Moment, Doctor's Call. Man, here we are in the last week of April. Man, how did this come so? It's hard to believe May will be next week. April showers bring May flowers, I guess. But man, it's hard to believe. Time is just flying. They say when you get older, time flies. I must be getting really old because time is flying faster than I've ever known it to pass before. But hey, you don't want to sit here and listen to me mumble. You're here to get a quick devotion. And we're studying the Lord's Prayer, so I want to go make sure we have the Lord's Prayer before us. And this is where we read in Matthew chapter 6, where he says, "Then this is how you should pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts and lead us as we have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen." We're looking at the Lord's Prayer this month and last month, and we're going to be starting into another prayer next week. But we want to look at this final five little words at the end: forever and ever. Amen. A repetition of ever and ever really means forever and ever 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 and ever, a non-ceasing ever for eternity. What this shows is the immutability of God. God doesn't change. That God doesn't change his answer. God doesn't change who he is. God is who he is, and we are to acknowledge that because we have his kingdom, because it is about his power and glory, that this exists from all time being and all time forward. It also means all time before and all time afterwards. We're not serving a God of a small God. We're serving a big God. What did the group, the Christian group, our house is a very, very, very big house. Yeah, he's a very large God, and he's unchanged. His power lasts forever. His glory lasts forever. He is to be praised and worshipped at all times, not just when we get to heaven, but right now. I get frustrated sometimes because Christians, sometimes I meet some Christians who think that I'm going to wait till I get to heaven. Wait till you get to heaven. Heaven's already come down to you. That's why it says, "And thine is the kingdom. Kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." Thy power and glory. Power and glory that exists because of who you are. And why? Forever and ever. Unseen. He won't take it back. Wow. Amazing stuff when you think about it. That's what the same thing as saying the God of Abraham, Isaac. It's a reference to the God of Genesis, going on and on and on and on and on. I like it in the Jonah, when Jonah's in the fish. He's praying. He says, "Man, be with those who don't get to enjoy your grace over and over and over. The constant outpouring of your grace," is what he's saying. That's what the same thing here. The constant outpouring of his grace forever and ever. His constant mercy forever and ever. His love forever and ever. His faithfulness forever and ever. That's ours. And amen, being so be it. This is what it is. And it's actually a prayer. The Lord's Prayer is actually one of action, not just to live because of this. Live because we can receive forgiveness of sins. Live because he gives us our daily bread. That living a life of thankfulness. Live because of who he is, not because who we are. That's the word. Forever and ever. Amen. Hey, thanks for joining me in this little study. It's been quick, fast and furious. I felt we really needed to break these last three down. We could have done them all in 1 week. Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Because that's how we say it so fast like that. Next time you say the Lord's Prayer, do it slow. Our Father, our Dad, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Make these words have meaning. Thank you. Join me next week as we're going to take a look at the next prayer. I don't know which prayer. I don't know whether to pick up some of Paul's prayers or go in the Old Testament. There's some very rich prayers out there. Or maybe go dive into the Psalms a little bit for a little while. There's some beautiful prayers in Psalms. So I'll decide by next week which way we want to go. But thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next week.